Koinonia, Christian fellowship or communion with God or with fellow Christians. It is an association of people who share a common belief, common experience, common activities, and a common goal.
I'm Tyler Pate.
Blake Lander.
Mikey Briggs.
Nathaniel Fagnet.
Zay Middick.
Brandon Edwards.
Land and you see just beautiful colors. You land right over the ocean. It was incredible. We were there for 7 days, exactly a week. We spent time bonding, we spent time playing soccer, we spent time serving.
We had two missions, one to grow as a soccer team and two to grow as a family. And we had one key word while we were in Bermuda, and it was koinonia. And it just meant basically, the whole team coming together to achieve something great, which is something that we think we're on the brink of doing this year. And going to Bermuda, having the chance to train and play a few games before we came back and jumped into our preseason really helped, the core group of guys that went gel and get some good chemistry. And when we went, we played some good teams, some semi-professional teams that were there, and we had 2 wins and 1 loss, which is obviously a good result going into a different country, a different environment.
And we did well. We came together as a team. Not the whole team got to go, and I think coming back to Belton, it was imperative that we bring in the people who did not get to go, did not get that opportunity. And I think the people who did go grew a lot closer, and I think that's important to have relationships as well formed there, and to bring them to Belton, Texas is beneficial as well.
As the family aspect went, we took Jeff Stiegel with us to give a few devotionals and really nurture that family aspect. And I think we all grew through him and through each other. We got some pretty unique opportunities to help out churches there and bond as a team, have a lot of late night team talks with Coach, messing around. And I really think that it helped bring the group of guys just that much closer and to a level that it wasn't at before, and that I don't think it's ever been.
I think senior year is a little different than the freshman year in a lot of ways. Freshman year you come in, you're kind of young, cocky, you have this little arrogance about you.
I'd like to say that I got a little more coordinated and better with my foot placement and everything, but got this again.
Freshman year, I was definitely shy and timid around the ball. And senior year, I'm definitely confident and strong.
The biggest transformation from my freshman year to my senior year was the location of hair on my head. In the freshman year, I had hair on top of my head, and now it's kind of migrated south to the bottom of my head.
But for real, I really think that in between freshman and senior year, physically I've grown, mentally I've grown. Just the principles that Bankhead has instilled in his players have really developed my skills as a player and as a person and as a man, and I thank him for that.
The school has really changed me, it's really helped me to grow up and become a man and really change my way of thinking. The whole Christian atmosphere, the small school, you really feel part of a family here. And I think that's really helped me to become more of an adult now that I'm getting ready to leave the school and move on into the world.
One more thing, definitely grown some facial hair, if you haven't noticed. It's not much compared to Mikey and Isaiah, but I'm not sure if I really want that much. Also some chest hair, so.
I don't have one like memory I think that sticks out as like a favorite because I've enjoyed my whole experience. But definitely one of my favorite parts about being on the team is like when we travel, coach always puts the goalkeepers in a room together, and just some of the stories and stuff that we talk about is just, it's like unique to that group of people, and that's probably one of my favorite things about being on the team.
My favorite memory was freshman year. We were playing against Shriner University in Kerrville, Texas. I was playing left back, and I went up for a corner kick, and the score was like 5-0 in our favor, and it was ball went around, and Edwards actually passed me the ball across, and I was probably 2 feet away from the goal. Tapped it in, and started celebrating. Like, woo!
Just like that.
And everyone else was just like, whatever.
It was just 6-0.
Yeah, but it was cool. I loved it.
When I transferred in my sophomore year, my very first game against Houston Tillotson, I had a cracker of a goal. Torres went and won a header against the keeper. Ball bounced out right outside the 18. It was like one of the best shots I've ever had.
It was one of the first like competitive games that I played in. Stegmeyer had just got a red card, and we're in Mississippi, and I was so nervous, like I had to use the restroom, everything, and I just went in and had like game of my life. And then Scott scored 2 goals that game, and we were man down to win in Mississippi. What a game!
Definitely Bermuda. I felt like a spark lit in me. Definitely went off a little bit, goal-wise and player-wise. And I just felt like the team that we had, even though it wasn't our full team, really got together and got to know each other a lot more. Yeah, definitely that.
Face down in the desert now, there's a cage locked around my heart. I found a way to drop the keys where my failures were. Now my hands can't reach that far. I ain't made for rivalry. I could never take the world alone. I know that in my weakness I am strong. It's your love that brings me home.
What I miss about UMHB? Pretty much everything. I've had amazing experiences, great relationships, and just an awesome time all together.
Mostly is a relationship that I have with my bros, and all the times we suffered and laughed together.
UMHB is growing, and it's been something great to be a part of. And what an opportunity, and I hope that it continues to grow.
The guys, the brothers, especially here at UMHB, it's more of a brotherhood.
It's like the slogan for UMHB. Education for life, experience of a lifetime. I've really had the experience of a lifetime here. I'm gonna miss it a lot.
When the night
1 John 3:16 says, "We know what real love is because Christ gave up his life for us. And so we also ought to give up our lives for our Christian brothers and sisters."
Ramblers in the wilderness, yeah, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from the search and get a little worn down in between. Like a bull chasing a matador, there's a man left to his own schemes. But everybody needs someone beside, shining like a lighthouse from the sea.